Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kiana and I do a lot of sewing and fashion videos. And today we are actually going to be doing a nail video. As you can see, this one is gone. Don't look at that. I fell over and then stomped on it and it was extremely painful. The nail was not ready to come off, but she came off. She sure did. Anyways, I have been doing gel extensions, like Gel X, for 8 months now, 7 months since the middle of March. How many is that? Almost 8 months, yeah. I do them like around every 2 or 3 weeks, and I have been slaying, and you guys have thought I have been slaying. If you watch my YouTube shorts or TikToks, whatever, I always post a nail video, a short video every time I do my nails. But you guys really wanted a long form video where I go through literally every step. Obviously, shorts are only 60 seconds, so I don't give you much detail on how I do these babies. So today I'm gonna try to do a one-stop shop for everything from removal, like removing these puppies, because I feel like nobody ever shows how to do that. Removing them, putting on the new gel extensions, and painting my nails. So I'm gonna take off this little Christmas set. There are pearls on there, but the pearl sheen kind of came off, so now they just look like clear mounds, which is ugly. I got my nail cart right here, and I'm ready to go. Oh, and every single thing that I'm gonna be using is from Amazon. Slay. So I'm gonna put my Amazon storefront in the description and in the comments so that you can see that and see every single thing that I'm going to be using throughout this entire video. Real easy for y'all. All right, let's go. All right, so first we gotta remove our nails. I use this like hardcore nail clipper. You can use a regular one, but it's made for like specifically extensions. And then to remove gems, I use, I don't know what that's called, a cuticle clipper? I don't know, but you can also use a regular nail clipper. An electric file is pretty much necessary to remove gel extensions. Like there's not really any getting around it. And then I soak off my nails with these clips, 100% acetone in small cotton balls. And then optional is a dust collector if you don't want dust all over the frickin' place. And then I also wear a mask because I don't want to inhale the dust and get like a disease, you know? Anyway, so first I'm just going to clip off as much extension as I can. I am saving my natural nails because I'm growing them out. Otherwise you could just clip everything in one go, like right down to the nub. But I'm just clipping off as much gel extension as I can without clipping off my natural nail. And then I'm gonna use this tool, which I'm pretty sure is a cuticle tool, to remove all my gems. It's really easy, it just like kind of pops off the gems. But if you don't have this, I've also found that like a toe nail clipper works almost equally as well. I know that's like odd, but like they just pull the gems right off. I don't know, I love them. And then once all of the gems, rhinestones, everything is off your nails, it's time to turn on the dust collector and turn on your electric file. I don't know, I'm sorry, don't kill me. I don't know what happened to the footage of me filing off my nails. It just disappeared. I don't know what happened. Something happened with my SD card and I lost the footage. But this is footage from the very first time I ever did my nails. So like I don't slay as hard here, but it's just the exact same thing. Basically what you're doing is just filing off your polish. I actually use a safety bit now, like a coarse safety bit, and it takes off the polish much better than what I'm using here. This is a sanding man. Like this is not what you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use a coarse safety bit. It's linked to my storefront. I mean, you saw the picture of it. And the more you file off, the easier it's gonna be to soak off. So you don't wanna just file off the color. You also wanna file off like as much of the gel extension as you can without hitting your natural nail. And then I'm just gonna wipe away all the dust with this little makeup brush. I feel like such a pro nail tech every time I do this. I'm like, cleaning up the nails. And then I'm going to move into the soak off process. So the key for this is you need 100% acetone. It needs to be 100% acetone. It can't just be regular whatever percent acetone that you get at like Walgreens. You can get this at Walgreens, but I'm just saying 100%. And then this is my favorite way of removal. So I just use small cotton balls. If you don't get small cotton balls, you're gonna have to like rip your jumbo cotton balls in half or thirds to make it small enough to fit on the nail and in the clips. So I just soak the cotton ball with my acetone and then clip it on, and then I let it wait for like 15 minutes. I've tried so many ways of removing my gel polish and extensions. This just works the best for sure. Trust me, I've tried like everything. And then after I've let it wait for like 15 minutes, I'm gonna grab my little scrapey tools. This is my favorite tool to use. I don't know what it's called, but that end with like that triangle. But there are other tools you can use to scrape off the gel and use like in conjunction with that. But that's the tool that I use the most. So I just remove the cotton ball and then I start scraping away. Don't like dig into your nail. Like it should come off pretty easily. To be honest, I usually have to soak my nails twice. The first time I let them soak, obviously, like I said, 15 minutes. And then the second time, if everything does not scrape off, I'll just throw on a new cotton ball and let it soak for like 5 to 10 minutes. And then everything will come off nice and easy. But you don't want to like rip it off. If it's not coming off, that means like either you didn't soak it long enough, maybe you didn't take enough of the extension off when drilling, when sanding it down, maybe you didn't wet the cotton ball enough. There's a lot of reasons why it's not coming off like in the first round, but to fix that, I just do another round, a second round, and then everything should pop right off. Okay, friends, now I'm sitting on my desk. It's the next day, and I took off my nails last night. I didn't finish doing everything last night because it was about 9 o'clock when I started, and I didn't really want to do my nails last night if it was, you know, doing it until the early hours of the morning. So we waited until today. So this is what my nails look like now. As you can see, some of them are short, some are longer. Not long, but longer. I am trying to grow out my nails because I kind of want to try to do like just like builder gel and gel polish in the future if I can grow out my nails, but for now I'm doing Gel X. So this is what we got. Let's go put on the extensions. Okay, so time to add the gel extensions. The prep work in this is important. So first you gotta prep your cuticles. I've already pushed them back here, but right now I'm just using this little round bit that came with the drill to kind of sand the area where my cuticles are, just to make sure there are no cuticles left. I know a lot of people like a flame bit to do this, but this one just like came with my drill, and I ain't buying anything else if this one works well. Then I just dusted everything off, and before I start like putting anything on my nails, I want to make sure I have all my tips ready and in order. So I'm just going to make sure each tip matches my nail sidewall to sidewall. It can't be like too wide or too thin. So if it is too wide, just sand it down. For me personally, everything fits pretty much perfectly except for the thumb. The thumb cuticle area is a little bit too curved, so I just sand it down to be a little bit more flat edged. Oh, and then one more thing I want to mention, if you're new to gel extensions, these are not just like regular plastic tips. These are made out of gel. I'm pretty sure they're like a soft gel situation so that when you soak off your nails, these can be softened and soaked off, unlike plastic. Okay, so once everything is all fitted, I've got it laid out, time to continue prepping the nails. So first I'm gonna use a dehydrator on all of my nails. This just makes sure that all of my nails are, you know, dehydrated, that they don't have any like oils, liquids, whatever on them, because that will make your tips like start lifting up. Then I use a primer just to prime the nails. Honestly, I don't know what the primer does, but the nail techs say to use it, so I use it. And then I'm gonna grab my gel. I know it says nail glue. It is not nail glue. Not nail glue, okay? This is gel. It's kind of a misleading name that Beetles puts on their nail glue, but you can get it from a variety of brands, but it's gel for gel extensions, okay? So I'm just going to paint a layer of that on all of my nails. Make sure you get it all over just like your paint and polish on. It's hard to kind of like see where you've gotten it, but like make sure you cover that whole nail because this is an important step. I recently forgot to do this on my right hand, on my set I have on now, and girl, some nails already popped off, so don't forget this step. Yes, that is my whiteboard that came crashing down on top of my nails. Luckily, they didn't hit my wet nail polish, so slay. Anyways, I'm just going to cure my gel for 60 seconds. I see some people say 30 seconds though. I also see other people say 60, so I don't know if it's supposed to be 30 or 60, but I do 60. Now I'm gonna set up my mini lamp that I use for flash curing the Gel X nails. I really like grabbing it and putting it on top of a candle because when it's on the table, it's kind of hard to get your hand in there. You could use a gooseneck lamp, which I use sometimes, but I feel like I like this lamp better. I don't know, it's a toss-up. I use either or. Now I'm gonna grab my extension. As you can see here, the extension is pre-etched, which means the inside of the extension is already roughed up a little bit, which is great because otherwise you might have to go in with your drill and rough it up. So I like these extensions so much because they're already etched. We love that. So I'm gonna take that same like nail glue gel situation and put a little thin layer on the back of the etched part of the nail. And then I'm going to pull it up at the base of the nail so that when I put it on my nail, it just kind of like spreads to fully cover the nail. I put on the nail at about a like 45-degree angle. Oh, look at that, it's gorgeous. You see how it covers just the nail and not more, not any less? That's what you want. So, sorry, let me backtrack. I'm getting a little bit excited. So you put it on at a 45-degree angle and it starts spreading out as you press it down on your nail. Once it fully covers the nail, not more, not less, keep that same pressure and then flash cure it. If you accidentally get any gel on the skin, this is the time in which to file it off or, remove it somehow before you cure all of the nails for 60 seconds. Because once you do that, it's gonna be harder to get the gel off the skin. And then I'm gonna repeat that process for the other hand. I like to do one hand at a time. Okay, extensions are on. Now time to do our actual painting of the nails. My biggest tip for you is take a break right now and go to the bathroom. Get your cup of water, do what you need to do. Because yes, I'm gonna be using gel and I'm gonna cure each layer so it's not gonna get ruined, but it's still gonna be sticky until you put that top coat on. So you don't wanna be trying to go to the bathroom and accidentally get fuzz or anything on your nails because it will stick to that sticky layer. So go take a break now and then come back. Okay, let's go. Now it's time for the polish. So I like to have just on hand a little shot glass of acetone just in case I make a mistake. It's easy to fix it up. I am trying out some new base colors, and spoiler alert, these are my new favorite base colors just because it comes in a set with 6, and I love all of the base colors. I'm trying out the two lightest ones, the more brownie nudie shade, like a true nude, and this pinky shade. So on my pointer is the pinky nude and the thumb is the more true nude. I think I'm gonna go with the brownie true nude today. Usually I go for the pink. So, oh my gosh, I'm excited to have two base colors I'm obsessed with, but I'm excited to try more that came in the set as well. So also though, oh my gosh, you only need one coat of this base color to get that sheer buffed out look, which usually you need 2 coats of those sheer colors, but you only need 1 of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna cure that for 60 seconds and move on to my next color, which is black. So I'm gonna take my little liner brush, and don't dip your brush into the polish. Just take what's on the rim of the polish or on the brush of the polish. Otherwise it's gonna get all goopy. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of that and then draw my French tip. This is how I do my French tip. I draw a line where I want the French tip to end, and then I do the sides of the French tip, and then I'll create the curve of the French tip. After I've mapped out where I want it to go, I'm just gonna fill it in with the big brush of the polish just to save some time. And I'm gonna do 2 coats of that. So I'm do the 1 coat, cure it for 60 seconds, and then do my 2nd coat for the French tip. Now I'm gonna add rhinestones, and I love this Beetles rhinestone glue, and these rhinestones I got on Amazon. I also use a little dotting tool for the glue, and then I use a wax pen for the rhinestones. The wax pen is a game changer. Don't use tweezers. Grab a wax pen, it makes your life so much easier. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a dotting tool and dip it in the glue, and then I'm drawing a little heart. Usually I just dip a little dot on my nail to have a spot for the rhinestone to go, but I'm making a whole heart of rhinestones, so I'm gonna draw a little heart on my nail. And then I'm going to grab the wax pen. Look how easy it is to grab the rhinestones with the wax pen instead of tweezers. Never again will you see me ever using a tweezer for rhinestones. So I'm just grabbing the tweezer. No, not the tweezers. I'm not grabbing the tweezers. I'm grabbing the rhinestones with my wax pen and just placing them on the glue. And then I'm moving them around to wherever they want to go, because the glue doesn't dry down until you cure it. So you can just move them around easily. I know a lot of people putting on their rhinestones after they do the top coat and then curing it. But I like my rhinestones to be secured with rhinestone glue, and then I like adding the top coat, because then your rhinestones are super secure, they're not gonna go anywhere. So I'm gonna throw my hand into the lamp to cure it, and then like I said, now I'm gonna grab my top coat and I'm going to drench those girls in top coat. They are gonna be engulfed in this liquid, fully engulfed. And then I'm just also making sure I get the rest of the nail too. Avi, make sure you don't have any spots without top coat. Otherwise you're if you miss some spots, it'll look ugly. Okay, I'm just kidding. It's not gonna look ugly, but it's gonna look a little streaky. There'll be some spots where your nail isn't shiny. So yeah, so anyways, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy over here. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, yes, the top coat just helps your rhinestones stay on super well, and I've never in my life had any of my gems fall off in the 8 months that I've been doing nails. So slay. And then you cure for 60 seconds. But sometimes I'm like a little bit nervous, so I cure it for like 90 seconds because I'm crazy. But yes, after you cure your top coat, you are fully done. Sometimes it'll be a little sticky still, but if it is, you can just grab some like alcohol and wipe that off. This top coat is a no wipe top coat, so slay. But yeah, here are the nails. So shiny, so cute. We love it. Like I said, all of the products, every single product that I used in this video, every single tool in this video is going to be linked in my Amazon storefront, which is in the description and in the comments. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Have fun doing your Gel X nails. Bye.